Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play the Thousand Year Door. Alright, so we are back for some extra time here, doing some other things now that we've beat the game. So, first things first, let's go with the immediate, sort of plot thing after we beat the game. Let's go see, remember, Frankly found what was in the treasure. Goombella emailed us and told us that it was a secret and we wouldn't find out until we got there. So, well, now that we're here, let's go find out, huh? I'm sure most of you guys are wondering, so... Alright, lay it on me, Frankly. You seem pretty cheery, and as always, I am happily busy with my research. By the by, do you know what was in the treasure chest that we found in the palace? It contained... a dried shroom! Wow, that's miraculous. Oh no, it's nothing to be disappointed by. Now we know for certain that people indeed ate mushrooms 1,000 years ago. This is a groundbreaking anthropological discovery. There we go. Phew. I can say anthropology, but I can't say anthropological. Well, okay, anyway. Let's go ahead and check the stuff in his trash can. There's actually going to be quite a lot now that we beat the game. The X-Nut Yucks, the Mini X-Yucks, the X-Naught, the Elite X-Naught. These are all enemies that we can't see again. The X-Naught PhD, the Dark Bones, Beldum. Oh, wow, we finally got her as Marilyn. Kami Koopa. Is that it? Nope, still more. Grotus X. Okay, that's it, yeah. So yeah, a lot of the enemies we just can't see again. Everything else we can pretty much go find if we want. But, okay, so that marks one thing off of our list. Next thing is, I think, either now that we've beat the game or it's been available for a while and I just hadn't gotten around to noticing it. Remember we've been hearing Luigi's adventures all the way throughout the course of the game. And now it turns out we can go talk to him again. He's still up here in the inn. I don't know why. I thought we left him at home, but, well, whatever. I've been catching a breather here, you know, reflecting back on all my adventures. It's been a long road, bro. Want to hear what happened? It's a pretty long story. And it turns out, he actually has another thing out for us here, the Super Luigi book. Actually, know what? This guy actually novelized my quest. He's been interviewing me. He was actually interviewing me here at the end during breaks from my adventure. I didn't think anyone would be interested in reading a book about Luigi, but Super Luigi came out recently, and check this out, bro, here in Rogueport. It set a new record for consecutive weeks at #1 on the bestseller list. Oh, hooray for Luigi, bro. I started reading it the other day, but it's an encyclopedic account in multiple volumes. Excruciating detail, bro. It's like a history book. It seemed like one, anyway. They've got it in the shop here at Rogueport. How about you snag a copy? Well, yeah, we're actually going to do that, because we can pretty much buy, there are 5 different volumes that are chronicling Luigi's quest that he's been telling us about, and it's available right here in the store. First one's pretty cheap, it's only 64 coins, but they're going to get increasingly more expensive. I think the first one is 64, then the second, third, and fourth are 128, and then the final one is, what would that be, 256? So, yeah, I'm pretty much just going to come back here and meet you guys once I've bought all 5, and then we'll read them together. How's that sound? It's story time. Okay, so we've bought all the books and I've made myself all comfy in bed here, so let's get to checking them out. As you can see, they're in our important things, Super Luigi 1 through 5. Each of them have a different description, so let's start from the first. If you don't want to sit through this story, I wouldn't exactly blame you. I'll tell you where to skip to in the video, so you can just pass this up if you want. So yeah. Anyway, for those of you still with me, let's go to the first one. Have you ever experienced a time when no matter how hard you tried, you failed, and the time you spent felt wasted? If you ever feel such pangs of regret, try to remember this tale, the story of a young man's quest to save a sweet princess. Super Luigi Volume 1, the quest begins. The day dawned like any other, but little did Luigi know that the letter he was about to receive would forever change his destiny. Sir Luigi, danger besets us on all sides, and we beg your help. The foul Chestnut King has stolen our treasure, our fair princess. The letter was from Minister Crepe of the Waffle Kingdom, a man aware of Luigi's many adventures. He knew only Luigi could save them. Charged with this dire task, Luigi wasted no time curtailing the heroic meal he was making, that he packed for his deadly journey. Knowing that his older, though less talented brother was out on a no doubt inconsequential errand, Luigi took a moment to leave a note. Mix a Keel Mango with a Peachy Peach to whip up a fruit parfait. These cryptic words were all Luigi wrote before leaving. Upon reaching the Waffle Kingdom, Luigi was greeted by pure misery and endless flow of tears over the kidnapping of Princess Eclair. Arriving at the castle, Luigi was greeted by Minister Crepe, who carefully handed him a compass base with only one intact section. Our land had a second treasure, the marvelous compass. Find its 7 parts and find Eclair. So it began. To be continued. Alright, so let's move on to Volume 2. See, they're not that long. They're just about 12 pages each. Alright, Volume 2, Allies and Adventure. "It's a little warm," Luigi muttered, the sweat dripping from his brow as he followed the compass up Rumblebump's volcano's side. "Must find the secret grotto." While Luigi had guts to spare, he did need a guide, and he found one in Bluey, a blooper he met in town. Brave Bluey joined Luigi and instantly proved to be invaluable. With his aid, Luigi bested a savage statue that protected the treasure. That treasure was none other than the piece of the marvelous compass, a piece that pointed west to Plump Belly Village. The second Luigi saw Plump Belly Village, he knew something was amiss. All was woe, and Luigi soon learned the reason why from the mayor. The town was at the mercy of a sinister serpent who demanded sacrificial lasses. Burning with indignation, Luigi formed a team of liberators. A fierce Bob-omb warrior named Jerry joined his crew, and chose, not surprisingly, to stick with Luigi for the duration of his quest for Eclair. Fortified by his allies, Luigi strode on into the lair of the beast, a foul, two-headed snake. No time to think, Luigi sprang forth. Twin heads snapped at his heels, fangs dripping venom. Then as one mouth gaped wide to swallow Luigi, the other crept behind. Our hero sensed the treachery and fainted before leaping. The heads collided and the beast ate itself. The prize? A compass piece. The villagers begged their savior to stay with them, but a grim-faced Luigi pressed bravely onward. Alright. Volume 3, The Voice of a Princess. Dauntless Luigi's next test came in the form of a kart race on Circuit Break Island, where he won both a contest and a compass piece. The race was fraught with danger, but Luigi pressed through adversity to win. All viewers were awed by Luigi's revolutionary racing style. The mechanic who built Luigi's racing machine, a buzzy beetle named Torque, was so stunned by Luigi's race techniques that he joined him. Reinvigorated, Luigi set sail for Jazzafraz Town, where he made a stage debut. Hazy, a noted Daisy producer, gave Luigi a key role. Playing the part of an Earth Spirit to pure perfection, Luigi stole the show. Hazy's faith in Luigi's natural acting talents was rewarded. The performance won a prize, which yielded another compass piece. Hazy turned from teacher to pupil, joining Luigi on his quest. It was at this time that Luigi's heart, usually draped in the cool comfort of a hero's resolve, began to warm with thoughts of Princess Eclair. This came to be because every time the magic compass pointed to a new place, her gentle words rang in his ears, touching him to his very soul. The voice spoke of eternity, of stars in the heavens. It wept for those blind to love. It gave comfort in the face of fear and loneliness. Though he had never seen her, our hero was tormented by visions of this fair-hearted maiden. All he could do was press onward. The compass pointed toward rapturous ruins. Only 2 parts of the compass awaited, and Eclair had 1. Phew, alright. Volume 4, The Shards of Truth. Footsore and weary, Luigi finally found the rapturous ruins beyond Grimble Forest. Within them, time and space were lost in nothingness. Within the pale emptiness, Luigi found a young, sleeping boy. Our hero called out gently, and the youth woke from his long, long slumber. "My name is Cranberry, and I've waited for you the last 1,000 years," the boy went on to tell Luigi the secret truths of an ancient land. He said that the marvelous compass had been created by the ancient Luff people who used its powers of foretelling to rule the world. But the Luff Empire was then cursed by the compass and fell into ruin. The survivors dismantled the compass and hid its pieces. Cranberry was the last of the ancient race. His role was to wait until one with a noble heart came to take the burden of the future. None but Luigi could have shouldered this weight. The boy gave him the compass piece and said, "Fear the curse, but find your Eclair." Luigi accepted the part. The boy's words burned into his brain. His duty fulfilled, the boy began to fade into the blank nothingness. As he faded from sight, a look of joy lit Cranberry's face. As Luigi gaped, both boy and ruins vanished, leaving our hero in a dark wood. With 6 of the parts united, the compass now pointed to the final part, to the quest's end, to Hate Song Tower. And then, her voice spoke. Princess Eclair's voice begged for help from the void, pleading for a hero. Luigi's heart burst aflame. And finally, Volume 5, Journey's End. At long last, Luigi crossed the threshold of Hate Song Tower. Luigi rallied his allies. "We will defeat the Chestnut King, we must!" Friends by his side, Luigi at last faced the fell Chestnut King, but then he heard a voice and spun to see the fair Princess Eclair. She told our hero the painful truth. The evil Chestnut King was actually her true love, made monstrous by Crepe in a bid for the throne. At that moment, the villainous Crepe appeared. "The marvelous compass, please. Hand it over, and the Luff Empire will rule again. Mwaha!" Luigi and company were no match for the might of Crepe, their true enemy. But then the compass piece in Eclair's tiara shone forth. It bestowed the future sight on Luigi. Knowing Crepe's every move, he smote the fiend with his mallet, and with that, it was all finally over. Luigi and his friends parted, leaving the Waffle Kingdom in peace, but Luigi regretted not gazing further into the future. He longed to see the Wafflers gathering on Princess Eclair's wedding day. He wanted to see her beauty and who stood at her side. But it was not to be. Luigi bent back to his humble home, which remained exactly as he had left it, a cold comfort for his heavy heart. Taking up a book he had been reading, Luigi tried to read, but his long trial had sapped his strength and he soon fell asleep. Luigi dreamt of his friends and his beloved Princess Eclair, and sleeping, Luigi spoke, "I shall return." The end. Whew, alright, so yeah, that's quite a read. When he said it was like an encyclopedic chronicling, he wasn't exaggerating, was he? But okay, there we go. So that's going to take care of pretty much all of Luigi's adventures. If the books are to be believed, then apparently he wasn't meant to be with Eclair. She had a true love already, so I don't know if he should feel bad for the poor guy or happy that he's made a lot of money off of his endeavors, but whatever. Whew, alright, man, I am tired from reading all that, let me tell you. Okay, so we've got, let's see, there are a few troubles that I actually want to pick up here over on the east part of town, because they give us some rewards that let us access some new and fun things. Remember, a lot of the Koopa Koot side quests in the original Paper Mario led to give you cards that would let you play games in the little game corner. Well, this is sort of the same thing. There are a few troubles in this list that will give you cards that let you play other games at Pianta's Parlor over on the west side, so